You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. Now, what happened with you and Leah in the show? And I know that obviously pretty much, I think it was at the reunion, it was like no more. What happened? What was it like leaving the show with a couple and then going back into reality? Because you've obviously only been in your little bubble.
Yeah. It's a strange feeling because you come out and basically you've got all the public like supporting your couple, and everyone's like so invested in what you're doing, and it's weird because like you feel like some people feel like you have to be with that person because you've got everyone saying, "Oh, we love you too, we love you too. Oh, like I want to see you two together more." Like even when we broke up, then everyone's like, "Oh, like get back together, please." I'm getting DMs. Like it's weird because normally obviously your relationship is between you and the person you're with, but when you're in there, it's like it's a public relationship. Everyone thinks they know what's best for your relationship. Obviously they don't.
It's because they only see what they see on the TV, right? And it must be so weird because then you've got this breakup, which most people don't want to be speaking to anyone about breakups, but the whole public are invested in your relationship. How was it for you sort of seeing all these comments and people being so invested and being like, actually, it's not happening anymore?
Yeah. For the first couple of weeks, it was a bit difficult because it's just everyone's just asking questions and like people are sending me stuff and this, that. But I think after like a few weeks, I kind of just, I've managed to get over it. But it's like when you meet people in public, even they'll say to you, "Oh, like what's that? What happened with?" Like, I don't even know this person. I don't even know who you are, and you're asking me what's happening in my relationship. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, obviously things take time. Like like I said, first couple of weeks were a bit, but then after that, I just kind of had to, you have to move on. It's life, and
Yeah, of course it is. But the hardest part though is that you've both obviously got your own social platforms then. So obviously she could go off and say what she wanted and you could say what you wanted.
Yeah.
Were you ever tempted to sort of like say, this is what really happened, because obviously everyone else has bought into her story. She's sharing hers.
Yeah. So I'm a person, I don't like to like throw anyone under the bus. I'm not that type of guy. So I just kind of just kept quiet like throughout the whole thing. Even like at the reunion, I didn't really say too much. I was just like, let her speak and say what she needs to speak. But it was only when people started making like allegations about me, saying like I cheated and stuff like that. That's the only time I was like, cool. Well, I'm gonna make sure that people know that like I didn't do that. Like that's not what the situation was. Like I will defend my name, but I'm not gonna like try to get onto anyone else or throw them under the bus.
Yeah, I think that's respectful though, because you have got a platform there that you could if you wanted to, right? It's like with great power comes great responsibility and all that sort of shit. So in terms of what did happen with you guys, when you did then suddenly separate, what happened? Like what you mentioned, obviously there were allegations of cheating, but you said that wasn't the case.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
So I think the allegations came from she replied to a TikTok she made, and someone commented, and she replied saying something like, "I forgive once, but I don't forgive twice." And then obviously she said that, and obviously it's very vague. And then obviously people ran with the fact that I've cheated on her twice, and I haven't even cheated on her once in the first place. So yeah, that's pretty much where that came from. And obviously I just had to clear all of that stuff up quickly.
Yeah. And I think again that's part of being on camera, right? Because when you were in Casa Amor, there was that whole like, oh, you did this, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Or when she went to Casa Amor, so it's kind of like that's where I'm sure the public, it's just so easy to jump on the allegation.
Yeah, and people don't even know like the situation in the villa as well, because when we was like, people think we was like together when we went into Casa Amor, when we wasn't, and we'd already had discussions about that, and she knows that as well. Like we was never together, so I didn't know what she would be doing. It's not like I knew that she would be not doing anything, and I was here waiting for her, and she was gonna come back. Like I didn't know what she could be doing. I thought there was more chance of her doing something, to be honest. So when she came back by herself, I was even surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. Was it that sort of like, oh shit moment?
Point? Well, I was just happy at that time because obviously I didn't come back with anyone either, so I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just like, okay, like we're the only ones to come back to each other, like we're good.
Yeah.
And then obviously
we all know what happened.
Everything went up in smoke after that.
Do you know what? It just reminds me of when I was sat at the TV and like you both sit down, everyone's like happy, and then you just know the bomb's gonna drop. And you kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but obviously you were in the show, so it's different. But when you're watching it and you're kind of like shouting at the screen going, oh no, don't be so happy, there's more coming. Because you know it's a TV show, it's going to come out, right?
Yeah, I honestly, I completely kind of forgot. Because I was so happy about the situation and happy about that she'd come back by herself. I wasn't even prepared for what was about to happen. I was just like, this is good, like we're good right now. And then obviously Maya started asking questions as she does. And I was looking at Maya like, please, not right now, not right now. Let me just be happy for like a few more minutes. But yeah. That's what it is.
And then it all starts coming out. And then what about when Tink started speaking up about it?
When she started speaking, I was just thinking, please, I don't know, you don't have to say anything. Just the situation's done. Just go home. Like, you know what I mean? But I understand that she was upset at her or whatever. But yeah, I was not prepared for what she was about to say. To be honest, like I had no idea she would have said anything.
Yeah.